Motor Studios this morning. For the best used cars in town, head to Good Motor Studio, 2654 28th Street. Talk to Dan Nineheist Sr. or Dan Nineheist Jr. On our Chick-fil-A South guest line, in studio with me is my newest best friend. It's Preston Sain. We've been talking on Facebook and stuff for quite a while here. So, man, welcome to the show finally, huh?
Thank you for having me, man. We finally connected.
Yeah, and you've been working at Blues Gym quite a bit with Dino Newville. We had Dino Newville Day in Grand Rapids. This month is Black History Month, so there's been a lot of things going on. Grand City Sports has been in the thick of all of that, and you had some major announcements that broke just recently regarding one of the Mayweathers. So go ahead and give us an update on what's going on.
Yes, man. Grand City Sports, we've been around since 2008.
10 years now.
10 years. We celebrated our 10-year anniversary last year. Our mission is to restore and refocus at-risk youth through sports and education. So we kind of took sports as a vehicle to impact today's youth and keep them on the right path. Myself, my brother, and I, Preston Sain Jr., are the co-founders. We got a group of our childhood friends that we grew up with in youth sports. Crowder Brewster, Eric Malloy, Aaron Johnson, Chernande, Ruben Riley, David Harris. The list goes on, man. And we've been having our hands in youth football, basketball, baseball, and boxing, and been proud of the contribution we've been able to give to the community and the youth over the years.
And I saw some articles as I was doing some research on you, and you had a real interest in doing some digging at looking at the XFL, Vince McMahon's football league, possibly planning a franchise at some point in Grand Rapids, and then following that, you were keeping your eyes on maybe resurrecting arena football back in GR here.
Yep. Big shout out to my partner Will Wise. We were coached together in youth football, and myself and the Grand City All Stars. We were able to win national titles, which you see here with the belt. And then my partner Will Wise went on to start the semi-pro Grand Rapids Seminole team, and that vision immediately I said we need to bring football back on a major level. So the XFL opportunity came. I reached out to Vince McMahon's people. They responded back, and we posted that on our social media, and it just hit big. All of our local media got on it. Grand Rapids Business Journal, as you can see right here, front cover, MLive, 13. Spring Grand Rapids, everybody got on it, and that was a major opportunity. However, we didn't get chose as a USA franchise host.
No, actually, we got
I think due to the weather, because it's going to be an outdoor league and they started in February. So they didn't choose our city, but the momentum that we built with that campaign, we shifted right over to arena football. So we already got some traction with that. Got some investors interested. I spoke to the board of directors over at Van Andel, spoke to the mayor already, so they're already familiar with the proposal for the arena team. There's interest and admiration there. And right now, we're just working the process, getting started and doing some media. And the first stop is the sports project.
Yeah, this is great. What's the timing maybe for the arena football?
We're looking for a 2020 debut, so we're gonna be having our hands pretty busy all 2019. There's a lot of different arena leagues out there. One of my partners plays for the Nick DeCracker. He plays for the West Michigan Ironman in Muskegon, and watching him was real inspirational. Because my thing is, if they can do this in Muskegon, I'm sure we can duplicate this here in Grand Rapids. So
on that level,
on that level,
and with the league that the Ironmen are in.
The arena league. Yep, they just actually moved to a little bit bigger league, the AAL, the American Arena League, and we're actually looking at that league as well. I've even spoken with the AFL, which volume-wise, they don't have the most team, but they are the biggest league because of their TV contract. They have a TV contract with CBS. So I spoke with their top guys all through.
Which would be the arena league that we were in. It's new and revamped, but it's the same arena football league.
And right now, they only have 4 teams, and that's why they were the first league that I reached out to, because they're trying to expand their team because they got this big TV contract. So I spoke with their top guys all through November and December. And they have interest in the Grand Rapids market. But then I'm looking at the league that the Ironman is in, and their league is actually even more vibrant just without the TV deal. So we got some
options.
We got some options, which is good. So it's good to have options.
Like what venue you looking at to play at?
Most likely the Van Andel. We want to bring it back where the Rampage had it at, and kind of restore that feeling. I think the city really enjoyed that. And right now it's all about creating jobs, opportunities, boosting the economy, bringing more entertainment to the city, bringing more sports tourism to the city. Like my buddies from West Michigan Sports Commission, as you know.
Mike
know,
Gusweiler,
Mike Gusweiler, England Arts.
Oh yeah, Eric and Mike.
Katie Tigler and Angie, those are my good people I met through the Honorable awardees, and they do such a great job with sports tourism. And this is kind of just a cousin to that, what they're doing, and putting heads in beds and hotels and bringing people from out of town and the surrounding areas and region to the city to see some good football, because we all know we love all these other sports, but football is America's favorite.
Yeah, and especially like yourself and your buddies coaching the youth football thing and heading to the national championships and building, you know, some passion for the game.
Yes.
And so having the pro game in town,
Yep.
even on the arena level or indoor football level, because we don't have the big stadium here, and we need a dome. We need the dome Houseman Field, man, so that we can get some things
We've
done.
been thinking about that since we were kids playing there. Like,
I mean, that's grand thinking. That's big thinking, but sort of why not?
You
Northern Michigan University has a domed track and football field.
Yeah.
Why couldn't the second largest and fastest growing city in Michigan,
Yeah.
with the weather being what it is, it would serve high school athletics when the weather gets bad in the late fall,
I love
and it would serve high school athletics for track
I love it.
when the weather's bad in the spring and everybody's pulling hamstrings and it's cold and they get rained out. Man, we could do it. And with Grand Valley and Ferris playing in the football playoffs when the weather's bad, man, move it indoors.
Mhm.
And we put 10, 15,000 people in there.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Hosman capacity is about 8,000 when you look it up.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's good.
Okay. Yep. And we got some pretty good arenas around town. Like I said, the Griffins doing so great up at the Fernando with the 12,000 seats. They got packing it out year after year.
They're going to set an attendance record
and
this
winning
year.
titles as well. So we're excited about that opportunity, man. That we got the ball rolling, like I said, with the mayor. And I want to thank her too, man. We have a great relationship.
Rosalind Bliss,
Rosalind
yeah.
Bliss. She's doing a great job, and we want to help push the issue of racial diversity forward and inclusion. And this is one of those type of projects that's going to help us do that. We're having some minority inclusion in major business, like a football venture, you know, and got some great people involved, some big names, some big figures involved on both sides of the race spectrum, and I'll reveal some of those names in the future. But this project is very real. This campaign is very real, and we're gonna be on a media tour all year, man.
I got a question for you. Is Floyd gonna be involved in this? Because we could make it rock.
You know what? Floyd has a lot of investments, and you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to be interested in it.
Yeah.
Right now, I have a lot of friends in the NFL,
Oh yeah.
in college and things like that, so they'll be kind of having.
Well, we talked about Kayvon Frazier. You
Okay.
and I talked about Devin Booker.
Yep.
And then we talked about Justin Mayweather and Floyd
Yep,
Mayweather
yep.
Sr., Floyd Mayweather
Absolutely,
Jr.
yep.
So it's not like this is a pipe dream, folks. I
No,
mean,
not at all.
the
man.
finances that make it go. We got the guys to help with the finances.
We do, man. We got on both sides of the spectrum, the minority side and otherwise, man. I've been able to get around and build a pretty good network. And,
Well, the partnerships would be
yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
It doesn't
yeah,
matter
yeah.
if it's black, white,
Yeah,
Hispanic.
it's gonna be all inclusive. And that's
Yeah.
gonna be the beauty
Yeah.
thing about it, man. And it's gonna create so much opportunity for our people, man, from a job standpoint and opportunity standpoint. So much talent doesn't make it to the NFL, but they still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
I know a lot of those people personally, man, and it's just so exciting to have a vehicle like this to be able to give them this opportunity. And even for the kids that we coached in youth football, I was just telling your first guest, a lot of them are high school seniors now. Some of our national champions, they're high school seniors now. A handful of them has full ride scholarships, and there's Rust in there too. A handful of them has full ride scholarships. Even some went to Davenport.
Sure.
James Patrick is one of our
Sure.
players.
Oh yeah, Grand Rapids Christian.
Yep.
Sure.
And we're working on more scholarships for the rest of them, but the arena football will give them opportunity to have more opportunity should they not make it all the way to the pros.
You know what else is cool and what gets lost in the shuffle here is keeping a kid who's 21, 22 years old and done with college, or maybe they don't make it through college, but we want them to finish college and get the degree.
Right.
To keep playing. I always tell those guys at Davenport, keep playing till you can't play, get the degree, get your paperwork in order, let's get to business here, and keep playing, and then they can learn the business side
Yep.
of the arena football team, or of the Grand Rapids Drive,
Yep.
or of any minor league team,
Yep.
and they can then go out and sell sponsorships,
Yep.
and they can go do the public relations, community relations, and use their degree, and then shift into the management side when they're done.
Man, that's well said, Steve. So much you can do within that spectrum beyond just being a player on the roster. So
Yeah.
much you can do within that. And I want to give a shout out to Steve Jabbar and the Drive. Their journey is very inspirational to what you see myself doing now. And then on a personal level, we have a great relationship with the Drive. They supported our youth football team since year one of their franchise. We get tickets to their games for our youth football program. I actually proposed to my wife at a season open their sellout game at the Drive. Got a chance to train Big Ben Wallace in boxing just recently.
I saw that. That was
So,
cool.
yeah,
That was at Blues Gym.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. And you know, Drive been great, man. And my thing is, we have an opportunity to make Grand Rapids a model city for the USA on a global scale. You know, if we fix this one thing, this racial inclusion and diversity, Grand Rapids will be a model city. You know, we got the arts, we have the entertainment, we got manufacturing, we got the beer city, you know, we got the venues, we got everything.
We got a growing population. I mean, we've got economic
You know,
power
yeah.
here.
We had a bad article that came out about the black economics in the city. We had a bad ranking, and if we could fix that issue, then we will be a model city for the rest of the country to
See,
follow.
that's the thing isn't about you and I complaining.
That's
Black versus, you know, the black,
together.
it's about coming
It's about
together,
coming
it's
together.
about learning, it's about going forward, man.
Absolutely. And Steve, I'm a big fan of you, man. You are very knowledgeable about the local scene, you know, and when I listen
We're
to you.
committed to the local scene,
I
period.
love it, man. I'm so impressed with, from high school to college, wherever you bounce around at, you're so in depth with the knowledge on what you're speaking on. It's not just surface level stuff. I'm like, man, this guy is awesome, you know, so I'm very glad to finally get a chance to meet you as well.
Good, well, let's stay in touch, I will help you, and you and I have some ideas for the summer about
Oh, yeah.
bringing some of the big
Absolutely.
stars who come back to town to
Absolutely.
come on the Sports
I
Project
would
radio
definitely
show.
Bring all of these guys. We host a lot of youth football, NFL camps. We did David Harris camp for 10 years. He played with the New York Jets, finished with the Patriots. We just did Kevon Frazier's camp last year. We did Don Carey's book signing last year in April. He played
Detroit
for the
Lions, Don
Lions,
Carey, yeah.
for 9 years.
Yeah.
And he did last year with the Jacksonville Jaguars. He told me he's gonna retire after last year. We're gonna see what he does, but he's been doing his football camp in Detroit, so he's gonna be bringing that to Grand Rapids, and Grand City Sports will be hosting that with him as well when he brings it to Grand Rapids.
Can you
So-
stay for another segment? Because we got more to talk about, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, it's the Sports Project radio show. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with Preston Sain. We're going to talk about the Mayweather family, more specifically, the evolution and the rise and the potential of Justin Mayweather. We'll be right back.